Good morning, everybody. What's up? I know it's been a long time. I missed you all. And yeah, we're not doing the AirPods today. We got the full blown like headphones going on. So my headphone hair, blurg. But we got our coffee. We're gonna stop the Green Hearth Necromancer soundtrack on Spotify. Hell yeah. And yeah, this is Beyond the Plastic Wall. Oh my gosh, I can't stand not being able to hear like outside of me for whatever reason at the moment. But Beyond the Plastic Wall is from... I was rehearsing pronouncing this name and I'm still gonna fuck it up. But Motvind Studios and Art France. If you don't know, Art France has published a lot of really cool things recently. They published Wednesdays, they published Gloomy Eyes, and yeah, and their games are always just 30 birds, and yeah, no, they publish games with such a unique art style, and I absolutely love it. But basically, we are setting off on an adventure. I am looking directly at the Steam page, which is why we're not getting any music from the game. But we're setting off on an adventure set in a sprawling world that blends satisfying mechanical puzzles with a rich narrative. Explore a stunning pixel art world, repair intricate machines, and meet unforgettable characters in a story about connection, resilience, and life that clings on in a world left to ruin. So yeah, I'm stoked. And then it does say good with controller. So we are going to, try that out and stuff and things. Oh, come on. Oh no, I have to think about it like a Switch controller. Oh. All right, I'm sorry I haven't written in a while. The days somehow just keep slipping away from me. I just keep thinking of something Cass told me once. About his work at the Institute. He said that once two particles have fused, the only thing that could break them apart is an immense sudden release of energy. Like the death of a star. Or from the heart of a nucleic bomb. A cataclysm. Whoa. It didn't make sense to me at the time. But that's the word I keep coming back to now. Cataclysm. If that's what it will take, God, this water is beautiful, to make this stop, then it's the only option I have left. Beyond the plastic wall. All right, use the... All right, use the left stick to move. Left stick. Alrighty. Hal grabs one of the straps of his backpack to check the weight. Inside, various tools, containers, and plastic bags full of roasted seeds crush against each other. He can only hope it's enough for the journey ahead. Parting with all the devices he and Ro had put together and repaired over the years was one of the most painful things Hal had ever done. And he had to be careful not to take anything anyone but him would miss. I like games that focus on text, because that's where the real strength of the writing comes in. Oh, okay. I was wondering if just anything else would come up if I looked at it again. Oh, it's showing me a PlayStation controller. Lad! The captain's voice booms over the ever-present sound of the rattling engine. Why aren't you working? I am. You're what? Working! I told you a million times now, no yelling on the deck. Get up here. Okay. The old platform bends with every step. For all the captains talk about running a tight ship, a lot of it seems to be falling to pieces. Will, why aren't you working? I was. You think I don't know what goes on my own ship? You had your nose stuck in those papers again. When the only place you should have it stuck is that wiring there. Hal opens his mouth, but then closes it again. I was about to when you called me up here. Ha! What? 5 measly days at sea and he's ready to bite my head off. This isn't a pleasure cruise, young man. We're coming up on the coast and I need that foghorn fixed. You tinkering around with the other machinery's been all well and good, but the foghorn is essential. You about done? Almost. I was making good headway there. Well, I should hope so. Remember what that deal was when I picked you up from that godforsaken rock of yours? Passage in exchange for repairs, was it not? It was, yes. Should have started on it days ago, instead of hiding behind the crates with those papers of yours. I thought you trash folk were all about repairs. I'll have it fixed soon, okay? What are they anyway? What? Those letters you keep reading. I have to get back to work. On that we agree, lad. Al turns away from the captain with a huge sigh of relief. The relief doesn't last long. A special friend of yours. Who? The girl. I couldn't help but read some over your shoulder the other day. Al's tired slouch stiffens. You read my letters? Oh, and he even, his character. Hard not to when you've got them out all the time. Don't worry. It was just a word here and there, but... The captain turns from the wheel and tries his best to give Hal a look full of knowing wisdom. Take it from me. That self-pitying twaddle she's peddling. More trouble than she's worth, lad. It's not like that at all. If you say so. But I know what I'm talking about, believe me. Al once again tries to turn to leave, but these days, of course, there's only one woman for me. Oh, and is that woman the sea? Let me guess. The sea? The captain laughs heartily. I meant the ship. But you're right. 2 women it is. Lucky me. The captain laughs heartily. Alright. Alright, some of the animation's a little rough, but oh my. But you know what? It's a demo, you guys. Or it could be this CandyCon controller. Alright, we're gonna test it out here with mouse and keyboard and kind of see what happens. So where be the wiring that I have to fix? Foghorn. Alright. Hal looks over the Foghorn's console. It's a mess. He should have got to this sooner. Instead of fiddling with equipment that wasn't in half as bad a shape. Alright, left mouse to interact. What am I interacting with here? Oh. Can I zoom? Oh. Yes, that would probably be a good idea. Alright. Items can be interacted in various ways. Okay. Oh my. So... highlight all the items using shift. Oh. 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 Oh, that's interesting. So, like... okay, do these have... like, is there something that matches? Between all of these? Maybe? Is that good? Oh, jeez. Alright, use the left mouse to interact. Okay. Okay, it's ready. Let's see about that. Get clear! The captain pulls on a salt-crusted lever hanging from the ceiling of the bridge cabin. The bellow of the foghorn shakes Hal so much that his eyeballs vibrate. Ha ha! Listen to that. Feel it in your chest. Oh, I've missed her. Good work, lad. Useful when you want to be. We'll be at the port soon, so when you're ready, gather your things up in the front. But before you do, there's something I want to talk to you about. If you want. Okay. We're just gonna moonwalk over to my things. Well, let's talk to him. And then we'll moonwalk to get our things. You know, I don't know. There's always things going awry around here. I'm not saying everything that's broken can be fixed, but a good deal more, I'd reckon. She's an old boat, but an honest one. She could use an extra friend. Much adventure to be had in the outer swells. And all the more opportunity for adventure when there's two of you, of course. Time was I had nothing but adventures, seems to me. Too many, even. Time when all this world was adventurers. Why aren't there any other crew? She's a two-hander, as you've been figuring out, lad. And once we were two pairs of hands running it, of course. Me and my old captain. Light keeping. Now there was a capable sailor. He was the one who knew how to really steer this old girl. Me, I'm mostly stuck with riding the currents where they take me. We do all right, of course, but it leaves little room for any proper adventures. Anyway, he was a sturdy workhorse. Wouldn't have caught him wasting his time reading while there's work to be done. Yes, alright, message received. Loud and clear, eh? Speaking of which, the captain yanks the lever again and the foghorn rattles Hal's skull. Forgive me, I couldn't resist. Go on, pack your things. We're almost there. I just want to be like a boat. The bones are here. Hal starts packing his bags. The first wisp of mainland fog envelop him, sending a shiver through his body. As he looks back, the last of the outer islands disappear into the dawn. Well, it's almost the moment you've been waiting for, son. An escape from my yammering. This is the port? The captain doesn't answer and instead gazes out at the decaying machinery, either with disinterest or remembering something. Hal can't quite tell. All right. With the boat still, the captain suddenly seems unsure on his feet. He's swaying a little. Well, here we are. For a moment, Hal feels like he's supposed to say something. The moment passes. Yep. As I said. The captain clears his throat. Here we are. Hal looks around. It isn't clear that they are, in fact, anywhere. What? There's your ride up. Where? There. A plume of weight of rusted metal is being battered by waves beside the ship. That? No other way? Something wrong? Yeah, where is everyone? Everyone who? I don't know. Hal hesitates, struggling to find the right words. People? Other ships and crew? Are you sure this is the main port? Am I sure this is the main port, he says. You think I don't know what the main port looks like? It's just... it's not what I imagined. The captain glances around impatiently, trying to decide if Hal is pulling his leg. Look, I don't know what picture you dreamt up on your little island. You wanted to go to the port. This is the port. There's your way up. But I think it's safe to say a lot of things won't be how you imagine them to be. The captain hesitates. Before you go, I know you're eager to get off this can, but do you have a minute? We're gonna say yes. Good. Well, I feel like I should maybe apologize a little. It's not an excuse, but my old captain. I told you about my old captain, right? Yes. He spent many years at sea before taking me on as a midshipman. He was no saint. Don't get me wrong. He was a true sailor who ran the ship as tight as a drum. But maybe too tight. The captain coughs dryly, clearing an already clear throat. He was a real mean bastard, is what I'm trying to say. Then one night, during a winter storm, one of the moorings I had tied snapped off. Caught his leg and dragged him out to sea. I'm so sorry. Well, I've never told anyone this, but at first I was horrified, but then I was almost glad. 19 years old and already the captain of my own ship. Just me and the freedom of the sea. Didn't you blame yourself for what happened? To your old captain? Of course I did. Though he always said it was dangerous work. He'd amuse himself telling me about all the horrible ways a person might die at sea. Every time I thought I'd heard them all, he'd come up with a new nightmarish scenario to feed me. And then? Oh, well, as I said, I was young and inexperienced. I tried to learn as best I could, but it was hard work. And with every passing tide, freedom started tasting a little less sweet. Until the captain peers sullenly into the thick fog. Well, my point is that I know I've been a mean bastard myself these last few days. I mean, you are irritating, but you're a canny repairman, I give you that. But if it doesn't pan out in the city, or if you're back this way again, the captain wipes some spray from his cheek. This boat could always use the company. Sure, maybe. If I'm back this way again. The captain's face twitches into something that could be a smile. Right, well, good. Tell me one thing, though. It's a big world out there. Why go to the city? I don't know all that much of what goes on there, granted, but it's no place for a boy from the archipelago. I have to. This wouldn't have anything to do with those letters, would it? The girl? There's a pause. Hal isn't budging. I just have to get there. As you please, lad. Well, may the lights speed you. One final bit of advice. Don't look down. That's ominous. Alright, bye. Whee. See, now I have legs. Now I'm not just moonwalking. Can I go up there? Alright, so how do I get off? Maybe. Oh, okay. It's not just, I can... Maybe. Hello? Can I... Okay. Alright, I got this. Oh, wow. Whoa. Oh, that's interesting. Makes me think of Planet of Lana a little bit. We were sitting in a park having lunch. Although I really like these narrations. It makes me think of Edith Finch. And he said that everything around us, people and buildings, the air and water, are just endless configurations of the same few particles, fused together at some point in the distant past. He squeezed my hand, held it up, and said, like this, but forever. After decades of being exposed to the sun, the plastic coating is crumpled and fused with the metal underneath. Elsewhere, frayed wires poke out jagged holes in the panels. Al traces the lines of erosion with his fingers, where the rust has burrowed deep into the guts of whatever this thing once was. Most people would call this what it is: a piece of junk. But closing his eyes for a moment, Hal imagines Rose standing next to him, excitedly making plans for what could be salvaged or not. He would have loved this place. Hal quickly swats away the thought. Swats. Oh, interesting. Can I go up? Oh, I can go up. But can I also go down? Oh, I could go up or down. Alright, let's go down. There's a buzzing coming from the other side of the door. Open the door. Oh no, the brittle handle breaks off like a twig. There's no way to enter from this side now. Oh no, I broke it. Okay, you can also climb up faster by holding shift. Is there a ladder this way that I just totally didn't see? I'm just curious. Nope, okay. It's really interesting. Alrighty, but we are gonna go up here. And then this is going to be... a bright red light turns on as the control panel twitches if woken from a deep sleep. I mean, let's look out over the harbor. Even from up here, the true scale of the harbor is hidden in the thick morning fog. The quickly rising heat ripples from the air around him, or around below him. Limp cables, and metal chains sway in the breeze from the sea far below. Other than that, there's no sign of movement anywhere. So, throughout the harbor, Al can hear the distant sound of creaking metal as it expands, settling in for the day. A bright red light turns on as the control panel twitches, as if woken from a deep sleep. Inspection! Instinctively, Hal lifts up the latches of the panel and opens it up. Oh, I was just like, what's happening? Alright. The internals dutifully spring into life, revealing rows of familiar conduit tiles. Alright, well, let's inspect. Hal strokes one of the tiles, marveling at their shiny complexity. He's found many of these before, washed up on the stone beaches of the archipelago. But always cracked and broken, sanded smooth from decades of being dragged along the ocean currents. The adult scavengers use them as tiles for board games, and children trade them back and forth, hoping to one day complete their collection. The only person Hal knew who would ever come close was Ro. So, I'm just assuming, yeah. Like, I only have 3, can I? Oh, wait. Because, like, that's gonna go there. That's gonna shoot that up. Oh my god, I love this puzzle! Oh my god! Okay, but so A and D? Right? That's at A and D, right? Okay, we're gonna go there. There. Oh, while you're holding it. This puzzle is so satisfying. Okay, and it only turns at like 45-degree angles. Gotcha. So there. Wait, you turn. So we're gonna go there. Oh, 3 of these turn. Gotcha. And then that one also turns at a... Sorry. Oh, this is just so satisfying. Because that goes all the way up there, and then... I think I've met my new favorite puzzle. Oh my god. I would do a game of just that type of puzzle. For real. Please tell me I can do it again. Please tell me I can do it again. 10 out of 10. Okay. Oh, what are you? Oh, I can make any of those light up. Right. Dude. I love this puzzle style so much. It's so stinking clever. Guys, you have no idea how happy I am right now. Oh my god. Alright, what do here? Wait, did my happiness just break the puzzle? Alright. We'll see if the controller will get me to move again. Okay. Connected. Oh, okay. Wait. What? Oh. Wait, is there more over here? Run! Run, Forest! We're not done yet? Okay, maybe we are. Wait. Can we... Because you can... Okay. Wait, I'm confused. Why can't I go that way? I took the thing up. Am I supposed to move it aside? Is there something else over here? Like, can I do the puzzle again? Okay, I can't move it left or right. Oops. Okay. So there was just like a hitbox for where I could go? I'm very confused right now. Is that stairs? Wait, where? I disappeared. Where did I go? Again, I disappeared. Where did I go? I'm very confused. So, yeah, it's got some rough edges right now, but my god, I'm very impressed. Oh, hey, what are you doing? Wait, is there stealth here? Oh, hi. The spotlights quickly spin around, centering on Hal with terrifying precision. Suddenly, there's a crashing sound coming from the lit-up building. A disheveled man storms past Hal out the door, long-barreled rifle in hand. Oh my. The harbor master, I know you're here. I can't believe you fell for the old fake, avoidable spotlight. Oldest trick in the book. Hal watches from the shadows as the strange, frantic man trying to cock the rifle and gloat at the same time. Now come out so I can shoot you. Somehow, the man hasn't spotted Hal yet. Tough one. We're gonna... This may end my life, but we're just gonna see what happens. Don't shoot! The man's demeanor changes. Whatever he was expecting, it wasn't a terrified and salt-stained boy, barely old enough to shave. Who are you? Where'd you come from? Please don't kill me. Hal raises his hands above his head. Please don't kill me. The man's eyes widen in shock. Kill you? Why would you think? The man follows Hal's eyes to the rifle in his hands. He looks at it as if for the first time. Stars, he doesn't have any bullets. The man suddenly throws his head back in laughter. I don't even know how to use this thing. The man's laughter should break the tension, but Hal remains frozen in fear, hands trembling. At ease, boy. Hands down. Whatever you are, you're no straggler. Haven't got the look about you. Still, the man tries to look relaxed, but his body is still taut, his knuckles whitening against the old rifle. That doesn't answer the question of who you are and what in the world you're doing here. My name is Hal. I came by boat from the Isles. From the Isles? So you're a scavenger then? Yes, I'm just passing through on my way to the city. The man blinks, as if not quite understanding Hal's words. His eyes dart to Hal's backpack, filled with camping equipment. He throws back his head in laughter. Ha! I don't believe it. A migrant in the flesh. You're lucky I caught you, though. Sorry, my manners are as rusty as everything else around here, it seems. The man pats a little insignia fastened on his chest. As you can see, I'm the harbor master here. For whatever that's worth these days. Al looks closer at the tiny gleaming insignia. Crisscrossing geometric lines are embossed into the metal, worn smooth by decades of theatrical chest padding. I see. I think. I'm afraid you're gonna need one of these in the city. What are they? They're called designations, and the only way to get one is to go through the integration process. Or rather, the immigration process in your case. The harbor master beams at Hal. But luckily for you, I happen to be just the man to help you with that. Why would you help me? Why wouldn't I? It's the opportunity of a lifetime. Several lifetimes, in fact. Don't fret. It'll be over before you know it. It's all very streamlined. If I remember correctly. I haven't exactly done it myself before. Anyway, there's still a functioning processing center down in the archives. Come with me, it's not far. The harbor master sets off at a brisk pace. Walking through the harbor's rusted sprawl, Hal has trouble keeping up despite the harbor master's advanced age. He moves with the excited energy of someone who hadn't had anywhere to be in a long time. So I'm really not in trouble? Trouble? Stars now. Woohoo! Yay! I like not being in trouble. Consider yourself an honored guest. Do you always point rifles at honored guests? Well, okay. He didn't realize he was being... Thank you. Of course, back in the operating days, they wouldn't have taken too kindly to strangers scurrying about the harbor unattended. But ever since the heart... well... the heart? The harbor master stopped suddenly, a shadow blotting out his previously sunny disposition. Look, lad. I'm happy to share a lot. Whoa. My headphones just went berserk. I'm happy to share a lot about the little I know. But there are some stories that aren't mine to tell. I'm not trying to be difficult on purpose. If the day comes that you find yourself in front of it, I think you'll understand. Okay? Okay. The clouds part as suddenly they came. Good. Come on, we're almost there. Oot. Dot, dot, dot. Where is everyone? You know what? That's a good question. What do you mean? I thought the mainland was going to be, I don't know, bustling? Full of people? Oh, but it was. You'll see what I mean when we get to the administration levels. It's really quite something. But what happened? They left, of course, back to the city. Just like everyone else. And leaving the poor harbor master all alone. Not you? This was long before my time, you understand. I was assigned here from administration. Well, to be kept out of the way, if I'm honest. That's a story for another time, perhaps. What do you need the gun for? This place might not be as busy as it once was, but my office still comes with certain responsibilities. Keeping the harbor safe is one of them. And of course, there are stragglers who would love nothing more than to descend from the mountains en masse and pick this place down to the bone. To the bone, we say. Stragglers. Stragglers? Oh, they won't give you any trouble, I don't think. They're probably more afraid of you than you are of them. Okay, but who are they? Well, let me put it like this. There's two types of people in the world. Those who can accept the way things have to be, and those that can't. Stragglers form the latter category. They live off whatever they can find between here and the city. Which isn't much, as you'll soon see for yourself, no doubt. But it's not for me to question how they live, I suppose. We all deal with the world in our own ways. What do you actually do here? Just keep things ticking over. The archives are my main priority. The archives. Yes, an operation as big as this couldn't run without producing a considerable amount of paperwork. Oh no, where did they go? And paperwork must be kept. How much further? In a hurry? I understand. First time processing. It's an exciting prospect. We could pick up the pace if you like. Yes, let's go. Okay then, try to keep up. Yay, they're back. They fell through the floor. This will take us a couple of levels down, straight to the archives. I hope you don't mind heights. Or depths. Or darkness. Outstanding. Alrighty, quite something, isn't it? I've never seen anything so... What is it? I told you, it's the archives. The beating heart of the headquarters of Departmental Administration and Transmigration and External Consignment. Alright, how deep does this go? Deep, boy. There are tales of feral bureaucrats who lost their way among the stacks. If you listen closely, you can sometimes hear the howling of their offspring, still trying to find their way out of the furthest reaches of the halls. Really? The harbor master breaks out into a laugh. Ha! You should see your face! No, you should stick close to me just in case. You'll have to excuse the gloom. I'm told it was a lot more cheerful back in its heyday. If you like, we could poke around a little bit. The machine ain't going anywhere. I think I'll look around. The harbor master once again beams with pride. Let's do it. I'll be happy to tell you about anything that captures your interest. Like, what is all this? Like the whole thing. Please explain. Now this is fascinating. This booth, actually. That sign. What does it mean? The harbor master clears his throat uncomfortably. An old joke, I think. They used to say that the city's influence was once so great it could bend time and space itself. Al squints uncomprehendingly at the poster. And before you ask, what do you mean by bend time and space? Oh, you know, through gravity? It's not meant to be taken literally. What's gravity? They don't teach you about these things where you're from? No, I don't think so. Is it important? The old man frowns. Well, I can't say my life would be any different had I never learned about gravity. So maybe it isn't. Oh, nice. Hold on, not so fast. Let me just... The harbor master stands at a big terminal, hunched over a thick leather-bound manual. Step 2, connect the ground wire to the cerulean socket. Cerulean? For light's sake, what's wrong with calling it blue? These infernal things, eh? The harbor master waves the manual pointedly. Although I suppose you've never seen one of these before. Anyway, I'm just about done. Aha! There we are. A beauty, isn't it? Whoa. You need all this to process? I'm afraid the technical aspect is a bit beyond my purview. But processing is no small task. Can't have people getting the wrong designations, can we? Well, I'm just about ready here. So lie down on the bench over there and I'll get it started. Alright, let's just do it. Wonderful, I'm so excited. Because quite frankly, I'm sure I'm going to play this demo again, and I can do different choices. Oops. And this is going to be where it ends, right? Because as Hal settles into the chair, straps appear out of the armrest to pin him down. What's happening? The harbor master's voice crackles from a small speaker behind him. Nothing to worry about. It's just to keep you still for the duration. Wouldn't want a stray movement to mess up the analysis, would we? Hal can just about reach the controls in front of him. So I have to go in. Wait, so like, if I do this... Oh, this is... Oh, dudes. Dudes! Dudes. Okay. Yep, can't move. Down. So I'm on this one. Oh god, I love this so much. Okay. Okay, so I need to be up there. Because what I need to be is right there. Dude. Oh my god. These puzzles are tickling my brain in such a good way. Like, I don't know what's happening. Oh, I get to do another one? I get to? Okay. First one. Second one. Okay, so what's the one I need to complete? So I need to get to here. So... So, I need to get down. Oh my gosh, I really should grab a pen and paper. For these puzzles. Because, okay. I need to get to here. So, down one. Okay. So if I... Because here and here have the same slot. That's stuck, that's stuck. Stuck. Down. Stuck. Can I do this one again? I don't know, I just really like these puzzles, man. Okay, that's that one. You... Stuck there. Damn it. Okay, so you need to... Nope. Okay, so we gotta go this way. I could do these puzzles all day. Marvelous, Hal. You're doing really well. Fair warning, it says here that this next part can get a bit... The voice cuts out as red lights start flashing around Hal. Hello? The harbor master doesn't respond. Suddenly, Hal feels a pressure building in the restraints. Something sharp pierces him from several places at once. Hal struggles to turn his head, but it's fixed in place. Oh my god, it's so big. Let's go. Stuck. 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 No! Okay, I was gonna say, let me play more. No! Damn it! No, I can do this, dang it. I used to love telling the story of how we met. It was a Friday. I'd been stuck at work. It had been a stressful week, even though there was nothing to do. You know what? Yeah, it'd been a stressful week. Right now. Alright, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Okay. Maybe? Okay. Work had been busier than usual. I am unsure as to how that worked. Though that didn't make it any less boring. I'd moved to District 13 a year before. And one night I followed these rickety sets of stairs, with a pink glowing light at the bottom of them, where I found a little bar called The Door. Every Friday they play music. And every week I would sit alone in the same corner booth just to feel like someone else, to get a break from myself. I would just sit and listen, letting the sound wash over me. That's when I noticed him in the first place. I recognized his voice from the switchboard. He was a junior chemist who reported to one of the city marshals. I couldn't stop staring at him. He was sitting together with a group of friends. but somehow he still seemed alone. Like he was missing something. After that, I stopped coming for the music, and I came in the hopes of seeing him instead. Often I did. One evening, as he was getting up to order, they had a meet cute. I followed him to the bar. I made sure he heard me order the same thing he always did. And all of a sudden, we were talking. He talked about his music, songs he wanted to write. He did talk a lot about chemistry, too. That's just who he is. But mostly he listened. And the more he listened, the more I found myself talking. Afterwards, we stood in the sign's pink glow outside. The street was very quiet. I remember it was snowing. He claims it didn't. And suddenly, I kissed him. For a moment, everything stopped. Oh. And then he kissed me back. I'd never done anything like that before. So that's how it started. At first, it was almost intoxicating. Being a part of his world. A world full of jokes and friends and excitement. A world where you knew exactly where you fit in. It was the world I always wanted. Alright, give me more. I'm gonna go slam that wishlist button, my friends. Because yes, while this did have some rough edges to it, the bones there have such... Oh, the bones there have such possibility. I'm here for it. Yeah, I am so here for it. Continue. Alright, but it's time for a stretch / bathroom break for my doggo. And catch you all here in like 5-10 minutes with another demo. And we'll be right back.